Welcome to the first episode of the podcast. This is pretty much one of the more funny things I've ever done. We have a very special first guest named Beck Simpson. He's some fresh blood. I think still 18 years old.
No, I'm 19 now.
Okay, he's 19 now. Still fresh blood on the block. And we're just going to interview him. We're just going to talk, shoot the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sounds good.
So, Beck.
Yeah.
You were just in college for about a year, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't like the college that you were at.
Nah.
So, what about it did you hate?
I mean, man, it was just, I was miserable there for many reasons. And firstly, I don't even really remember much about it at this point. I kind of just blocked it all out or moved on because it was so irrelevant. It was just like, had no space in my mind anyway. But from what I remember, I just didn't really like any of the people. I think I tricked myself into thinking that I liked a lot of the people because, it was a small school and, it's probably like 3,000 kids there total, which is wild.
I feel that.
Yeah, and, when you're with, like, it was a year ago, and even though it wasn't that long ago, I've definitely come a long way since. And at that time, I think I was sort of still easily influenced by my surroundings, and I sort of tricked myself into thinking that a lot of the people there were like really cool and really sick. And by about the end of the first month, I was just like, yeah, I fucking hate this place. And there wasn't really much I could do about it. But, I bared through it, at least for the first semester. Then the second semester was like just a new low, I would say, because I'd just gotten back from winter break, and being home on winter break was like pretty incredible because I'd been upstate in this like boring place for so long. And I guess I'd sort of convinced myself I liked it up there. But the second I got back to the city, like life just felt like it got 100 times better. And then when I left the city to go back, it was just the most bumfuck, depressing, brutal East Coast winter. It was just the worst. It was just it's there's a lot about it that was terrible, but that sums it up, I think.
I feel you.
Yeah.
So I have a question. When you were in college, did you ever feel like the people were just kind of like weird? You said you convinced yourself that you thought they were cool.
Yeah.
But my college experience was I felt that a lot of people were weirdos. You know what I mean? Obviously, I found my tribe. I found my people.
Yeah.
But, the average person, especially at the school that I went to, Berkeley College of Music, no shade to you, a lot of them were weirdos. You know what I mean? And so, I don't know, like, what was it that made you convince yourself that your peers were cool? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I think it was just because at schools like that, it's like you make so many friends on like the first, second day, and it's all just, it's just, relationships that don't really have any depth or like substance. It's sort of just like, all right, we go to the same school, we have similar music taste and maybe a similar fashion sense or whatever, so I'm gonna immediately gravitate towards you. So it's sort of like a lot of people, when you're at a school like that, you think you make a lot of friends, and then I sort of just think I had a lot of realizations when I was there that I hadn't really had before, and I was just like, none of this matters. I'm just like, I'm not gonna pretend to be someone I'm not to appeal to other people, because that's what I had been doing, and I didn't even really register that until I was like, damn, like, yeah, I'm not happy here.
I know exactly what you're saying, man.
Yeah.
I was not happy in college either, but I kind of forced myself to push through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What was like your living situation like? Did you have roommates?
I did. I had one roommate. And
you shared the room?
I shared the room. It was it was a very small room. Now that I think back on it, it was definitely not very comfortable. But we made it work. My roommate was mad chill. He was actually one of the few people who I really fucked with, genuinely. And shout out to him if he ever sees this, because he's mad cool. But
shout his name out, bro.
yeah, Miles Kim, he's the man.
Let's go, Miles.
Yeah, he's on the lacrosse team, and yeah, he was mad chill, and so that was good. But yeah, the room itself, yeah, dude. I mean, pretty gross. All the dorm halls were just nasty and just very depressing. I mean, not nasty in like a gross way necessarily, which I mean they were as well, but it was mostly just it was just so just looking at the hallways and it was just the most
like
depressing.
A hospital, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, it was also. I mean, at least you were in Boston. I mean, we were in just like this random part of upstate New York, kind of, and it was just I don't know. I mean, it was an expensive school actually, and but everything like all the, it seemed very underfunded, even though I doubt it actually was. But that's how it looked, at least in the dorms and buildings, I guess. But some of the buildings, but yeah, it was terrible.
Nah, I feel you, bro. Like
Yeah.
my first year of college, man, a lot of shit went down. First of all, I get placed in a dorm room where I had to share the room with 2 other people.
Yeah, that sucks.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So like,
that's the worst. Yeah.
yo, so imagine sharing a room with 2 other dudes, right? One of my boys, Ashton, mad chill. In the first semester, we had this Chinese roommate named Kevin, who was also a chill dude. You know what I'm saying? But he ended up leaving us halfway through the year to go move in to an apartment, which I don't blame him for, right?
Yeah.
And then we get this new roommate named Daniel.
Okay.
Now, Kevin was a gamer, but Daniel was a mega gamer. Daniel would play video games till like 5 a.m. every night with his boy named Scott. I have vivid memories of waking up at like 4 or 5 a.m. to just like the clicking on the keyboard, him trying to be slick with it, but he would be getting aggressive with these keyboard hits while playing Minecraft.
That sucks, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, damn.
And you were in were you in the 5-week dorm?
150.
150.
Yeah, I was in 150. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I will be honest though. 150 from what I mean, at least the room that I had in comparison to my college dorm, I would take 150 any day.
Really?
It was a lot. It was definitely better, but I could still understand how. I mean, when I was at 5-week, I was with 2 other people, and one of the roommates I wasn't much a fan of myself. So, yeah, I remember it being pretty difficult.
I liked my roommate Daniel, even though he was a gamer, because he was like 26, or maybe not 26, but like he was substantially older than me.
Yeah, and you're
Ashton.
what, like 18?
I was 8.
Damn.
I was 19, 18 at the time. So Ashton and I, we would take this dude Daniel, we would take him out to like frat parties and all that crap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I had some friends who were in frats. Berkeley doesn't have frats, but
Yeah, the nearby schools. And
yeah. So I would bring him to this, and it was funny because it's like we're 2 young heads bringing our boy outside.
That's hilarious. I hope he enjoyed that. I mean, did he make some good experiences, or?
I mean, I saw him talking to a girl like one time.
That's good. All right, that's all that matters. That's like what you want to happen,
bro. And then this year, my final year, I see him out with a girl another time.
Oh, word.
Yeah, no,
damn, that's some
lit.
serious progress right there. Yeah. Wow. So how old is he now? Like 31, 32?
Maybe he wasn't 24 or 26, but he was
definitely older.
He was definitely at least 22 to 23.
Okay.
Still playing Minecraft till 4 or 5.
Yeah. I mean, at that age, I mean, I can't comment. I don't know how great Minecraft is. I've actually never played it, but I hear it's great. So maybe you don't get too old for it. I wouldn't know.
Facts.
I ain't no gamer, but
word. So tell me about your travel experiences recently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
keep seeing on Instagram you're out in these new places.
Yeah. I mean, dude, so in late July, my best friend, firstly, who I met at Berkeley 5-week, he's from Australia, and he came all the way over to Boston just to do it from Australia, and he'd been in school while it was happening, because it's like it was our summer, so over there it was winter, and so he was in school and shit. And so anyway, yeah, so it's just my best friend. I met him 2 years ago at Berkeley, and then we kicked it in New York, in the city, like a week after 5 Week ended, or like for a week after. And yeah, so I hadn't seen him in 2 years, so I was like, damn, I gotta see this kid. Like, I'm not really doing anything right now. I just had quit this job that I really hated, a job that you worked, actually.
Oh yeah. I guess we won't name.
Yeah,
the business.
it was at a camp, summer camp, music summer camp.
Yes.
And I hated it. I wasn't happy there, and so I quit. And then that day I was like, damn, I need to do something with my life. So I hit up my friend, and I was like, yo, like, can I crash at your house in Melbourne? And he was like, yeah, like, absolutely, like, no hesitation. He's like, yeah, come for however long you want. And so I was like, bet. And it took a little while to make it actually happen, but 2 weeks later I left home. But before I went there, I went to LA for 10 days, because I have some friends who live there, and I stayed with one of my best friends and one of the few friends that I like really made when I was at college. And that was fun. I really liked it. I liked it a lot in LA. That was a great time. I skated a lot, talked to a good amount of attractive girls, and hung out with the homies, and it was a good time. I smoked a lot of weed. It was great.
Oh yeah,
it was
it's
great.
Definitely, the weed there is definitely pretty strong, pretty good.
Yeah, but yeah, no, but Australia was amazing. It was sick. I think Melbourne's probably like my favorite city I've been to. Apart from New York City, which I don't know, I don't really know if I love this city all too much anymore, but it is great, so can't doubt that. But Australia, yeah, Australia was sick. And I was there for a month, and yeah, it was fun. I'm trying to get back out there.
Nah, Australia is on my list of places to go.
You gotta go. I recommend everyone, all my friends who I've talked to about it, I'm like, you gotta go. Like, just, you have to.
Yeah, but that shit's deep, though. I mean,
it's not that bad, though. I mean, everyone makes such a big deal about like the flight, but I mean, it's not terrible. It's doable. It takes like a day's worth of your time, and then you're there for a while if you're lucky. So it's like it's worth it, you know.
Well, I know the Australian dollar is weak, so we go out there and we can just like ball out. You know what I'm saying? Like, my boy who was studying abroad there, he was getting like sushi lunch and all this
every
shit all
day,
the time.
Dude, it's amazing. That's one of the best parts of being there. It's incredible, dude. It's incredible. Because
it's like, you know,
just gotta go with like mad racks and just
You know what I'm saying? Well, you always gotta have mad racks.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
It's part of the life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I invested in this company called Iris Energy. That shit is up almost 500% from when I invested into it.
That's crazy. Dude, so you're chilling. So if you go to Melbourne or anywhere in Australia, you're chilling hard. But I would say go to Melbourne. Don't go to the Gold Coast. Anyone watching this, don't go to the Gold Coast.
What's wrong with the Gold Coast?
It's bad. It's just it's not a great place. I mean, I went in the wintertime, which I think was the big mistake, because I've heard in the summertime it's great, but it's very touristy. Feels like, you know, it's very Vegas-y, very like Times Square-esque, you know. And its whole thing is being like the surfer's paradise, but it's just all this corporate shit, and it's just all the nightlife is, I mean, it's just, I went there and I had one of the most depressing weeks of my life, just because of how sleazy it was and how gross the people were. And some of it was nice. I mean, it also rained almost every day that I was there until the last day. The last day was sick, but that was kind of like a miracle. I don't know. I didn't have fun there. I thought Melbourne was the spot. I didn't get to go to Sydney. But
what's so sleazy about it? They got like a red light district or something?
I mean, pretty much. I mean, not quite, but definitely just a lot of strip clubs and, you know, brothels, and the bars are very, I mean, some of the bars over there were just the most, just like, felt like just like all those like 2016, you know, like saying. Snapchat filter, like neon lights, just the worst music. The people were just, I had nothing in common with any of the people out there. It was much different way of living than what I'm familiar with. But Melbourne, on the other hand, was not. Melbourne was sick, and the culture there the youth scene. I'm preferred so much more to New York's, honestly, and the skate scene, tattoo scene is sick.
Yeah, when I think of Australian, like people our age, I just think of like dudes who slam like 20 beers and like do mad drugs. And have mad fun.
Yeah,
and like I like traveling throughout Europe in my days. I've met hella Australian dudes.
Yeah,
and they're always the ones who are the full senders. You know what I mean?
They're the full senders for sure, and I fuck with that so heavy because, I mean, oh man, yeah, they're just real. They keep it real,
type shit.
They're just like, yeah, they're the real deal. I would say, yeah, the full senders. I mean, they were pretty raw. So, yeah,
that's that shit that we like.
Yeah. It was just no bullshit out there. I mean, here in New York, it's so much bullshit. I mean, there's some bullshit out there for sure, but I mean, the people that I met and we're hanging out with, they were sick.
New York's getting to LA, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
You walk the streets, it's like they're bringing all these LA chains. Like, I went to this restaurant the other day called Best Damn Breakfast Burritos.
Really?
And yeah.
What neighborhood?
It's East Village. And I kept seeing it on all these bullshit food influencer posts.
Yeah.
First of all, whenever I see some like influencer post who's like, oh, I went for a run and then I ate some breakfast burritos, that shit pisses me off. But I was like, all right, this shit's clearly trending. Let me go here for my food review page. I go there, bro. The fucking potatoes in my burrito aren't fucking cooked right. It's not even like well seasoned.
Yeah,
it's not like, it wasn't even that good. So I was like, what the fuck? And then it was $15.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like,
it's bullshit, dude. It's absolute bullshit. And then they expect you to tip 40%, right? I mean,
bro,
I've seen
Prince
your
Street
review.
Pizza, that shit
I
pissed
actually want
me
to talk
off.
to you about that because Prince Street Pizza is across the street, literally across the street from where I grew up. My first apartment for 15 years. Like, I lived there till I was like 15 and a half.
Yeah.
And I remember when it opened in like 2011, 2012, and I used to go, like, we used to fucking pick up there like every Friday, every Saturday, and it was like no one knew about it. It was amazing. It was like this new spot across the street from where I lived. I mean, back then the neighborhood was a lot different. I mean, it was still very trendy. I grew up in like Nolita, it's called, but near Chinatown because I was on the Bowery, which was sick. But so I remember Prince Street Pizza when it first opened, and it was the spot. It was cool. And then some motherfucker blew it up from like a New York Times article or whatever, and ever since, and it's been like over 10 years now that it's been extremely trendy and popular. But yeah, ever since, it's just like fucking lines down the block, and they got all kind of rude and full of themselves, and yeah, it's just some bullshit, man.
They started asking for 40% tips, bro.
They didn't used to do that.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And I mean, good for them, because I saw that you didn't really like what you had. I still go there, and I really, really like the pizza. Like,
what?
Like I know you had the vodka square spicy vodka, but the vodka slice, just like the regular, it's insanely good, and it's pretty slept on because I don't think it's one of their more popular ones, but it's what I get whenever I go, and it hits the spot. But
what is it, like $8 too?
Yeah, that's the only downside. That's the big downside. Yeah,
it's a goddamn slice
it's
of
fucked.
pizza.
It's fucked. So that's why I don't go there no more though, because East Village Pizza around
I've heard
here?
of it, yeah,
dude.
yeah.
So I mean, I been around the East Village. I mean, I've been hanging out in the East Village for ages at this point, and I always walked past it, when I was like going through St. Mark's, but I just thought it'd be like one of those shitty pizza places that you see everywhere, kind of, or just mediocre. But I heard it was good only recently, like couple weeks ago, and ever since that's been my spot nowadays, and it's cheap. It's like I think $3-4 slices. So I mean,
my spot is Mimi's Pizza on Upper East Side.
He's obsessed with that spot.
I love that place, yo. I eat that.
I've never been. Should I go? Like, is it worth? Would you say it's worth getting on the 6 train and going all the way up to the Upper East Side to try? Or
yeah, bro. Yeah? If you take the 4 train, that's like 3 stops. It's like
it's not
10
bad.
minutes, bro.
It's
like,
actually not bad.
Fuck?
Yeah.
If you go there, I don't know if you like art or something. You could go to the the Metropolitan Museum of Art. You could go to Bro's Guitar Shop.
Oh,
Shout out
yeah,
Bro's
yeah,
Guitar
yeah.
Shop, bro.
Bro's is sick.
You know, bro, it's good. That's some good pizza, man.
I gotta go. I mean, hopefully your review will blow it up because it's only it's got like a couple thousand followers. It's like not like you gotta blow that place up. We gotta do it some
do like
justice.
10 reviews on me.
Yeah, just review it every day until you get fucking go viral, you know. But I would say East Village Pizza is probably like the best you can get in downtown New York, in my opinion. I don't know. Johnny's Pizza is great. Shout out Johnny's. I went there for a trial or a trail, whatever they call it. Like I worked a shift there, like an unpaid shift, and that place is mad good. That place is so fucking good. And it's new.
Did they hire you?
I'm waiting to hear back currently. I'm supposed to hear back tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm praying because I really want to work there, but no hard feelings if not. They actually do have really good pizza, and it's not too expensive either. So
I got fired from a job once.
Damn, yeah, I did too. 2 days ago.
But they said they fired you because you were too slow or some shit. Were you smoking before the shift or something?
No, I wasn't actually. I wasn't, but I mean, look. So here's the deal. My mom went in my second day, and even she said that it looked like the bear from what she saw, because it was an open kitchen. And so that should tell you a lot. And so basically I've never worked a service job before, and I like my mom walked past and she's like, oh, this bakery's hiring, and it's like from this famous baker dude who invented the Corona. And I was like, all right, like I'll check it out, whatever. I don't really know nothing about this guy, but all right, I'll go. And it seemed chill. And then I went in and I got an interview, and I told them I didn't really have any prior experience. But they liked me, and they offered me a position, but they didn't train me before I actually got the job. So the day I started was just that was my training, and it was extremely stressful. It's a trendy, popular bakery, and I thought I was doing a good job because I had no prior experience, and I was really trying to take to it quickly and lock in and everything. But it was just way too much. I mean, and they were like, it's nothing against you, but we're just looking for people with more experience, and these tasks are very fast. And I just it just wasn't the right fit. But she told me that I could come back in a few months if I have more experience, but I don't think I ever want to go back there. So I would never, dude. It was fucking stressful, and I don't think I could do that again.
Dude, I was working at this restaurant called Bar Taco, which is like, you'd think it would be like Mexican food. But, one of the first things they tell us in training was, we are not a Mexican restaurant. We just serve global inspired tacos. Okay. Bar Taco actually had some pretty gas food. That was probably my favorite part about working there was the food.
Yeah, that's dope.
But here's what always pissed me off, right? I always felt like managers would sometimes be picking on me sometimes. Yeah. Meanwhile, there'd be some slow ass, other people would be moving at 1 mile per hour in the restaurant. It's just some other fat ass coworkers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bro, bro. Okay, I fucking hate stupid people, and they're some of my coworkers were literally stupid, right? Yeah. But I didn't actually get fired from there for being a bad worker. I got fired because I put in some time off of 3 weeks. Yeah. I got approved for it, and then the reason why I had to get the time off is because I was supposed to go on a tour with my band, but then the tour got canceled. And then so I undid my time off request. And then so I get scheduled for some shifts, but I was in New York. I was at home. And then the Bar Taco I worked at, by the way, was in Fenway in Boston. So,
okay. Wait, so you were working in Boston, but you'd been in New York as well?
Yeah. It was the summer. I just played a big show with Violent Vera, Sony Music Hall.
Yeah. Wow.
Right. Nice. So so I'm home and I just don't want to go back to Boston for like at least a week or so.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to just like crash at my parents' crib till they kick me out.
Yeah.
And then I was scheduled for some shifts at Bar Taco, and nobody was taking my shifts, so I just didn't show up. And then I didn't show up like 2 times. And then I have the audacity to like text my manager being like, yo, why am I not on the schedule? And then I get a call from my manager being like, you know, why didn't you show up for those 2 shifts? And I was like, oh, LOL. And then he's like, yeah, I can't have that. And then he fired me.
Yeah.
So I deserved it. I deserved it.
Yeah, they'll do that, bro. Like, but
now I go back to Bar Taco. Like, when I was in Boston this year,
yeah,
you know, not like I don't need the Bar Taco job anymore.
Yeah.
Thankfully, like, thank you, God. But,
yeah.
But like I'd go back to Bar Taco and I would just like sit at the bar and I just like I see my old manager and I'm like, haha, I eat here now because I could afford it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you.
It's pretty dope. Yeah. Doing better than him now, probably.
Literally, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy shit, dude. And you're only what? Are you 20, 22, 23?
I'm 22.
22.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that feel? Because you're moving different than a lot of 22-year-olds are. Like, I'm 19. I mean, I'm almost 20. I'm got a few years, but I know 22-year-olds, and they're not like, I think of them as just like my age, but you're like kind of bossing up right now. Like,
because you know you got to think big.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Do, because life is so precious. Like, you can have fun, you know, and you know, be responsible, but yeah, I mean, shit's not to be taken for granted, so you gotta move on it.
Nah, exactly. Yeah. Like, we're in such a crazy day and age. You know, we're in the biggest technology boom right now. Where everything feels scary, right? It feels like, because we're both musicians, it feels like like the whole talk about AI taking our jobs and shit. Everyone's jobs and crazy. Shit. Like, okay, I get where this fear is coming from, but you also got to use this to your advantage. You know what I mean? Like,
sort of. I don't know if I know what you mean on that one. Like
like my whole thing with the being scared of AI and people complaining about it is, bro, like, get yourself in the fucking practice room and ignore the fact that AI exists. Like, all right, it's gonna be there no matter what. Yeah. But at the end of the day, people will always pay for some human created shit.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, human connection is like no one's gonna. I mean, I get why people use Chat GPT to like.
I love Chat.
I mean, I use it too, and I get why people use it for like their therapeutic purposes, you know. But I don't think people are ever gonna want to stop seeing a therapist because of, you know, the human connection. That's a part of it, and that goes for everything really. Like, people, like, it's just human nature to want to be around other people. So it's not like you're gonna want. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know how it all works, but I think yeah, it's definitely a bullshit excuse to not do something if you're like, oh, I'm just not gonna do this because AI is gonna take over eventually. Because it's like, all right, even if AI does, it's like, all right, it doesn't give you a reason to just like be lazy. Like, you know, at least do something with your time, I guess. I don't.
Exactly, bro.
I mean, you know, it's no way to live. So, yeah.
Dude, I mean, my biggest regret from like the past, honestly, from college, was probably just like sitting around smoking weed and jerking off. You know what I mean? Like, I spent so many hours and days just doing that.
Yeah.
When I could have been low-key like doing what I'm doing now, which is thinking big, scaling up, putting my mind towards, you know, my own personal brand. Now,
absolutely.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
And now with AI coming into the question and everybody wanting to do what I'm doing, it's kind of like, how the fuck do I distinguish myself? And the big thing that I'm really thinking is a lot of people are scared to be saying shit and doing shit because they're scared of how people are going to think of them. Yeah. Like, I just don't, like, who cares, dude? It's like, people are like so pretentious, and for what reason? You know what I'm saying?
It's just for the protection of their egos. It's like, you know, and just as a way of protecting themselves in general in this day and age. You know, you gotta, I don't know, I guess. Yeah, people just think you have to, be a certain level of pretentious to be an accepted citizen in today's society, especially if you're a young person. But yeah, that's just bullshit. I mean, I'm against. That's like probably my like the cause that I'm most against is the performative male or performative person thing that's going on right now. It applies to everyone, really.
What do you think defines a performative male? Because I feel like we're being performative males by doing a podcast.
I disagree with that. I think we're spitting truth and wisdom. I mean, that's what I'm here to do, at least. And I think you are too. I would say I think all that shit with, the memes with the whatever, the matchas, the one that I know the most. Yeah, I think that's like funny, I guess. But I mean, I really think, almost anything is performative these days. Like, I don't even know where to begin. Fuck, what would you say? Do you have any ideas? I mean, from your experiences in New York City and whatnot.
Performative male, I would say, okay, here's what I would say it is. It's like a guy who's like, he meets like a hot like indie chick.
Yeah.
And then he's like, OMG, like, I love Phoebe Bridgers. Or like
the classic
where it's like, oh my God,
yeah,
I love Lana Del Rey.
Yeah,
No, you don't, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's all that shit. But now I think it's like, I feel like there's like certain artists that dudes listen to who are they're like male artists, but even liking them is like sort of like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of these like kids who are into like the underground rap shit, like, there's like Fake Mink and Two Hollis. I don't know any of these people. A lot of the dudes that like Netspend, and shout out to Netspend, actually. I think he's pretty chill. I don't have anything against him, and I think he's all right. But I think a lot of the fan base is pretty obnoxious and intolerable.
They're mid.
Yeah, I definitely met a bunch of those types of dudes when I was in LA, and
I hate LA people, bro.
Yeah, yo, and when I was dude, the other day, because I was doing some shifts at Ray's Candy Store to make quick cash, which I'm not anymore because I just can't be in there. But there was a kid who came in and he was like, yo, I'm trying to interview Ray. He's like this like 90-year-old East Village legend because he owns that store. And
I seen it on Instagram.
Yeah. Who hasn't, right? And he's like NYU student. He's got like the crop short t-shirt and like all the like armful of tats, and I have tattoos, but I feel like I don't know. I think there's levels to having tattoos.
Nah, you're just like stupid about it.
They're
bro.
just like this. It's just like purely aesthetic, and you can tell it's like not because you fuck with it. But and like the boot, like the whatever those types of flare
jeans. Yeah, I hate those, bro.
I hate them too, man. I hate them too. And came in and was like, yo, like, I want to interview Ray. Like, yeah, I go to NYU and I'm from LA. He's from LA. And I was just like, oh my fucking God, dude. Like, and thankfully the dude that I was working with was like, yeah, he said something funny. He was like, oh yeah, just leave your number. Like, Ray gets asked to do this millions of times. And I was like, all right, at least like he told this fucking kid that he ain't nothing special,
Facts.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's in LA, but it's fucking.
The issue is that it's coming to New York.
It's in New York.
These heads with their fucking septum piercings and wearing their fucking crop tops are coming to New York.
They are, bro. But it's they've been coming to New York, and especially with NYU in season now and Bushwick and all that. It's been an epidemic for years. But being 19 myself and being like at that age where it's happening, I find it so hard these days to make friends or meet people who I'm genuinely interested in having a conversation with, because everyone I see kind of repulses me, man. And it's just like, I don't hate people by default. I'm not a hateful person, but just the way things are looking for the city that we're from right now in the neighborhood, because I'm from around here, I'm from downtown New York, and it's just the people that hang around there are not the types of people that I like to hang around, and I just don't know how much longer I can be here for with that said.
No, I feel you. And then it's like, Bro, like I'm from the Upper East Side. I never claimed to be cool. You know?
Yeah, but you're still a real I mean, you're a real New York kid, bro. Like,
it's true.
You are like, yeah. I mean, I got mad respect for anyone who's like a real New Yorker, no matter where you're from. I actually really fuck with the Upper East Side personally. I wouldn't have, like if I grew up there, I don't think I'd have minded that. I don't know.
I like it because it's like I walk around and I see normal families. I see, Jewish people. I see like it's chill. You know what I'm saying? I see everyone. It's like families and like
I just think it's chill
calm.
Out there.
It's relaxing.
It's kind of got that old New York feel to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like if you grow up in the Upper East Side, you kind of have like that crazy high school or like teenage experience that like to me as a downtown kid that I'm completely foreign to it. But it seems pretty cool because I didn't really have much of a traditional like New York youth experience that I think a lot of people associate it with maybe I did, but I don't. When I think of like New York teens, I think of like the private school kids who are doing coke like in the bathrooms and all that crazy shit, which I didn't really have anything to do with personally. And
I never did coke. Or any. I've never done any hard drugs in my life.
Yeah.
But did you have like the Xanax epidemic at your high school?
Nah.
All right. So
because I graduated high school in 2024. So
holy shit!
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. So I just graduated college in 2025. So that shows the age difference between us. So yeah. So basically, when I was in high school, there was a big, and I went to a private high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually went to 3 different high schools, but because I was a troublemaker. Yeah. So there was this big like Xanax phase at my school.
I heard about that shit, bro. The Xandemic, right?
Yes. Yeah. And so all these kids were just taking these Xanax pills.
Yeah.
They had these yellow ones that they would call school buses. And I remember there was like one kid who was selling them, and then he sold one kid like a bad one. Thankfully, no one died or anything, but there was like a bad reaction to one of the school buses, right?
Yeah.
And this kid, like, he gets kicked out. All this shit happens, like, and like I remember like hella kids were like dropping like flies at my school because they were getting sent to rehab and like all that crap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was pretty insane. And this
shit.
is at a private high school on the Upper West Side.
Yeah, I mean that's where it's at, bro. That's like those are the craziest high schools, dude. And that's like a whole culture of New York City that I'm completely unfamiliar with. And I sort of, part of me like wishes I could have, had some kind of involvement with that. I don't know, like it's like I don't know. I think it's definitely I don't know. I'm sure a lot of the people, I know private school kids and whatnot, kids who went to private high schools were like, yeah, I hated it and whatnot. But
I loved it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I went to a really small high school. I went to a small music school, and it was just a pretty bizarre high school.
You went to LaGuardia?
Nah, I went to a school across the street from LaGuardia. There's a small music school in the MLK building.
My school is right next to LaGuardia also.
Oh, I know where you went. Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, York, right?
Yeah. Shout out York. Shout out York.
Yeah, I've been over there a couple times because I used to sell clothes in high school to make some cash, and I sold some clothes to some kids at York before actually. But yeah, I mean, I have a bit of envy for kids who got to experience that. I think because it's sort of like, I don't know. My dad had sort of that kind of experience. He grew up in the Upper West, I think, and it seems kind of fun. Like, I don't know. Being downtown was sick too, but I don't know, it was a lot different. And yeah, fuck, I kind of forgot what I was about to say, but
no, it's all chill. I've been itching to say something.
Yeah.
So I went to middle school in Chelsea.
Oh, word! I went to elementary school there.
Yeah. And Now, the school that I went to, it was a interesting one. But did you ever take the school bus?
Nah.
So, I would take the school bus from the UES all the way down to 25th Street, right? Chelsea area. And I remember being like 6th through 8th grade. So there was one bus driver I had named Miriam, who was like excellent lady, you know what I'm saying? Always looked out. And then there was another one named Robert. And I remember me and this other kid, Garrett or Garrick, would always be talking to Robert every single day on the school bus about like porn and sex.
Damn, bro.
And it was like one of the weirdest
That
things.
is really weird. Because would the bus driver like engage in the conversation?
Yeah, bro. He gave us all the knowledge.
And that's honestly, I know.
And
badass.
These are like things I keep thinking about that I didn't like comprehend at the time.
That's weird, but he could have just been a G, if it was creepy, then that's not okay. But it sounds like he was just a G, like the bus driver from The Simpsons or something like that, It
was like she was like Chef from
from South Park. Yeah. That's pretty dope. That's a real New York thing. I actually don't think I ever quite had anything like that in my school experience, but I had some characters for teachers, but nothing like that.
You never had the bus driver basically be your sex ed teacher?
Nah, bro, I wish. I was never even on any of those school buses, unfortunately. Kind of missed out on that, so. But
that shit was hilarious.
That's dope though, man. That's a real core memory right there, I think.
It's like I didn't even like remember that until like I honestly like I don't even know. Like I was just like doing some deep thinking and I was like, holy shit, that guy Robert.
Yeah.
He really I really would just like be like chopping it up with him, as a pubescent.
Yeah, that's fire. That's I don't think I really. Yeah, dude, that's dope.
There was this kid, Garrick. He'd always be like talking to him about how to like bag girls and stuff, and he'd be like be putting us on at the same time.
That's sick. I could have used some of that knowledge at that time, I think, for sure.
It was the funniest thing ever.
That is funny. You know what I keep I haven't been thinking about it at all, but I randomly remembered the other day. It sort of reminded me. It's pretty different, but I swear to God, I unlocked like this like core memory of like being. I think I was maybe in elementary school. Yeah, I was probably in elementary school, but swear to God, I might be making it up. But I think there's this dude who used to like walk around near the school, or like he maybe he was home. He was like this homeless guy who would like be like posted up by whatever school it was that I went to, and I think from what I remember, like part of his head was like just missing completely, or like
what?
He either like you could see his brain. I think you could see his brain, or like. He had some crazy like fucking shit happen to him, and it was it showed. And yeah, I just randomly remembered the other day, I was like, yo, am I tripping, or was there this like dude with like some gnarly like fucking like hole in his head when I was like that I used to see before going to school? Because I think I do remember like walking to school with my dad in the morning, like every morning, and seeing just shit like that. Yeah, it's just crazy that's the shit you grow up with in New York.
It's true. I would say the biggest thing about growing up in New York, that I realized as I've gotten older and I've interacted with all these, I'm not gonna call them idiots, but all these other people from other states and college, is that just being from New York, you basically you've seen the best of the best, and you've seen the worst of the worst, and that's just what you see when you like take the subway. When you're just like walking the streets, like you could walk by a dude with the fucking $500 million net worth, and then the next person is just like having a crack-induced psychosis, yelling about like whatever, some like crazy bullshit. But sometimes these psychosis heads, they're spitting some facts. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta.
They actually are sometimes, bro. Some of them are onto some shit. Yeah, like. Yeah, can't even argue with that. Sometimes they're the most real ones out there, you know? Like,
agreed.
Yeah, I've had some interesting conversations with some tweaks
Some
before.
tweaks?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I have a friend who like just hangs out with like the, you know, I don't know if like they're crackheads or whatnot, but he's befriended some of those homeless schizo conspiracy theorist guys, and he actually really fucks with them. And there's one dude who he used to be partying with like Trump and Epstein, and now he's like just this homeless dude who like he like posts his crash outs in like banks and shit and like public spaces, and he went viral for it, and my boy is like straight just chops it up with him like in the neighborhood, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I really have a lot of respect to my friend for that, because he treats him like a real person, you know. He's a New York, you know, born and raised New Yorker too. Went to elementary school with him, and yeah, he's, you know, it's some real shit.
No, I felt that. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. I remember once I was just you know, I was in my senior year of high school. I was just like sitting outside. I had a coffee and I was smoking a little cigarette.
Yeah.
It's back in the day I was a smoker. And I did it as a performative male thing. But
that's fair, man.
That's back in the day. But
no, I think it's like when you're at that age though.
You think it's gas. You think it's
cool. Like I mean, I've had that too, like pretty recently. I mean, I don't smoke I quit them because I was just like, this is just nasty. Like, fuck this. But I think I wasn't like I was trying to look cool for girls or anything, or to even look cool. I was just it was just sort of like I don't even know.
You thought it made you? I thought it made me like a robust
individual.
I thought it made me like hard.
Yeah, because I sort of I can get that, because I feel like I was already feeling pretty swaggy naturally, and I was like all right, a cigarette would maybe enhance that. Not that that's why I smoked, but that might have been part of the appeal, I think.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you're still young, so don't really get into it, bro.
No,
it's like, I don't smoke cigarettes, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
but if I get drunk, I could smoke a whole pack. Still, like, I'm not even joking. Like, I'll literally like, and it's not like I don't even smoke. But then if I'm drinking, I know I'm gonna do a ton of damage to my body. In that night of drinking, I'll literally smoke a whole pack. I'm not even joking.
Yeah. I mean, drunk cigs hit different, right? That's what they say.
Yeah, but it's crazy because it's like the addicted part of my head, or the tolerance from years ago is still in there. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't like need it on a daily or even weekly or even monthly basis, if I'm just, if I just drink, bro, it's just what goes down. So I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. I think for me, like, just, I think I convinced myself, like, when I'm stressed out, the reason I started smoking, it's pretty stupid, but I've been pretty stressed out. I was like having a stressful week. And I'd recently rewatched. Have you ever seen The Departed? You know that classic Scorsese. Oh man, you've never seen The Departed?
No.
It's like one of the best movies ever made. It's like just peak in every way. And Leonardo DiCaprio is in it. His character in that movie and his performance in that is probably like my favorite performance from an actor ever. And he was stressed out in that movie and chain smoking like a motherfucker.
So you thought he looked sick?
He did look pretty sick in that movie. He did. And that's not, I'd sort of been relating to that character. I was very on edge and distressed. And I was like, all right, like maybe some cigs would help. And they didn't really, but they sort of made me felt justified because I was so stressed. And then I was like, all right, I kind of like this this whole thing.
Oh yeah, when you smoke like your first nicotine, it feels like you sat down for the first time ever, or something like that. Or I saw that from a meme. It was like,
I mean, I'll tell you what sat me down, which it was really actually probably my first proper introduction to nicotine was chops. Hitting the chop in college, dude. That was how I coped with hating college. Was the kids that I was in the second semester, the kid that I stayed with in LA and his roommate. they were like some of the only kids that I was actually really friends with. And, and they had a bong in the room, and yeah, they just put me onto the chops because they were just fucking just chops every day, like all day. I mean, they would just play Fortnite for hours and hours, and then like hit the chop every 30 minutes. But I hate Fortnite personally. So it was actually pretty depressing now to think about it. But shout out to the two bros because they're mad chill. So I'd be hitting the chop because I'd like pull up to the room while they're playing Fortnite, and because it was better than whatever else that I could have been doing. But the rule was like you got to hit the chop. So I was like hitting chops, and those shits would just fuck with my head so hard. But I honestly loved the feeling of having to, take the chop and fuck up my lungs. I'd cough like crazy. I coughed like a bitch when I first started them, and they had this beanbag, and I would just fucking like crash on the beanbag after and look up, and I just my head was spinning. I thought it was fun. I don't even know if I could really get that same buzz anymore, but
dude, for me it was the fucking. I'm a Jewel kid.
Because you're like, you were coming up with that.
Yep, I was growing up with that. I remember going to St. Mark's place.
Yes, yeah.
Going to the Asian dude,
doing,
Mr. Kim.
Yeah, so you were really in it. Like you're like an OG then, because kids were going to Mr. Kim when I was in high school, but my older brother is 22, and he was going in like fucking like 2016, 2017, and I was like, that's when it was in its prime, so it's pretty crazy to say that you were one of those kids, I mean, that's like I think that was the last great era for St. Mark's. I think it
went downhill since then. They closed down Mr. Kim.
Yeah, it's been downhill. I think I remember the last
overrun by transplants now.
Yeah, I think 2020, maybe like 2020 was the last time it was ever okay, and then just everything's gotten so much worse in this decade, I think. And I'm really, I think I mean, dude, we had the 2000s and we had the 2010s, and now you got the 2020s, and there were a lot of things that I didn't like about the 2010s when I was growing up in that era, like all that pop star shit, One Direction and Bieber and Calvin Klein shit. I hated all that bullshit and all that fucking 2016 LA model bitch type, all that bullshit. But I think I would trade that for the 2020s in a heartbeat. I think, I mean, personally, because this is just even worse. I would say, by a lot. But that is also just my opinion.
I think society's just whack these days. Yeah. Like, I don't know. My screen time on my phone is like 8 to 9 hours a day. Like, I'm fucking like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm.
Yeah, I think most people are pretty cooked, honestly.
Yeah, I'm cooked, bro. Like, I can't focus on shit. I'm so stressed. I used to take Vyvanse, bro. Yeah. I fucking need like Adderall or some shit again, bro. I'm fried every day. Like, I can't get shit done.
No, I mean, but I respect you for being able to say that, because a lot of people, it's like built into the everyday lifestyle, and a lot of people don't even register that shit is frying them, and it's just like how you go about your life, and at least you're aware. I mean, I'm guilty of that to a degree. I'd say less so lately, actually, which I'm proud of myself for, because I would say lately I'm just so bored by everything you can get access on a phone. Like, I feel like
you're so fried you can't even get entertained by reels.
No, yeah, exactly. Well, it's not even being fried. It's like, I mean, that's a way of putting it, but I would say it's just it's like it's technology. Like, it's like can only serve so much of a function and a purpose, and once you have enough of it, like, I feel like, I used to use ChatGPT. Like, dude, there was definitely a time where I was lonely, and ChatGPT I'd been a little dependent on, and that I can definitely confidently like look back on and be like, I was kind of cooked back then, but it was kind of a coping mechanism, whatever. I don't really have any regrets necessarily, but it was definitely not like a good good hobby or a good dependency to have. But I think nowadays I'm just like, I know what ChatGPT is gonna tell me. I know how it works. Or Instagram, I just don't find any, the only reason I like going on Instagram is to like, look at stuff that I like, look at artists create stuff that I enjoy looking at. Like, I love like good tattoo artists, and good skaters, so like I'll go on there to see that stuff. But everything else, like I don't give a fuck what this person is doing. Da da da. Or, I don't know. It's just like I don't really get pleasure out of posting anything anymore. I don't really see any appeal in any of it anymore, and it's just like, yeah. So I'm just not really. I just haven't really been on my phone solely just because it's like, yeah. I just don't like it anymore.
You were sending me reels this morning, bro.
I was. I actually.
What are you talking about?
That's true. I do. I know. I still send reels, but let's just say I used to send my friends reels like many times throughout the day. Like probably like only a few months ago. I'd say nowadays it's like only a few times of the day will I send reels to my friends, you know, as opposed to like I feel like I used to have friends who I'd send like 50 reels to, like and that was bad.
I'm guilty of doing that.
I think we all are. Everyone is, man. Everyone is. And you just at a certain
my
point,
mom even does that to me.
No, because everyone does, bro. Everyone, it's a part of. It's like having a 9 to 5 sending reels, you know. It's like low-key a part of what you do on a daily basis. I don't know. I mean, but it still gets old after. Well, no matter what it is, you still become familiar because it's like I feel like reels depend on a certain format. There's like certain trends, like like every like the shit's like a certain format for a reel is like super hot for like a month or two, and then that's like all you want to see. But then it's just that's how it is, you know. It's like it's all. I feel like, I mean, I don't even really know what I'm saying at this point. But,
no, I get what you mean.
Yeah,
there's one guy who's been kind of popping off recently who will be like, send this to a college student, and then it's him like shaking his hips with the screen getting all shaky. And he'll be like, send this to a college student, shake hips. I hope you're doing your homework, shake hips. I hope you're getting good grades, shake hips. And that guy pisses me off. I don't know what his name is, but he keeps
that's
up
just
on
like
my feed.
That dude is just fucking.
He's brain rot, Max.
That's just brain straight rot. And a lot of the distaste I have for reels is just because it's like I even if it's like a comedian or something, and it's like how they, if it's a part of their job, it's just like I'll watch like people post reels, like I mean, I know some people just, they're like, a lot of the time it's just like meme pages and stuff, but more specifically, like, if it's like a reel of someone talking and like getting a point across or something, or I just am like, you're fucking talking to a screen. Like I don't know, I just think it's so I just like I get what you mean. It's just like your job is posting on Instagram, and I'm just like, how can I engage with that? Yeah, I mean, some could say, but it's, I don't know, it's just like, if you saw that person in real life, you'd be like, no, that's just me. That's just me, bro. That's just, I
get what you're saying to a certain degree, but
it's because then it's like a public persona versus
how they actually are.
Yeah, right. And it's like, if it's, because it's like anyone can be a celebrity nowadays because of social media. Like, you've seen Pink Cardigan and Jay Guapo, like, those.
I don't know them.
They're like, they were popping off. And they're funny, but they're just like these two kids from New York, and then they got massive, and it's just because of social media. And I feel like, I don't know, like there are people who post on social media, and then they have like their friends and their personal lives, and then but they're also like just regular people you can see, in your city or wherever they live, and if that's where you live, and it's just, I think it's just weird to like, I don't even.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to understand your point.
No,
to me, it just seems kind of like you're saying, like, okay.
It's just like.
Yeah, but it's like, you got to understand, you literally watch it anyways, so it's like, all right.
Yeah,
who's the real winner? The winners are the people who are posting it anyways. Now,
no, that's true. They are the winners. They are the winners,
but
then
profiting off of you watching.
Oh, absolutely.
Anyways, and you're hating on it.
No, I'm not even trying to. Absolutely, no,
I think
agree.
The best part about these reels and shit, honestly, is when you see one of these like idiots like talking to the camera, as you read the comments, and everyone just hates on them.
That's just funny. Yeah, that's just.
You know what I mean?
That shit is really funny. Yeah.
Now, when I open my Instagram reels, bro, it's not even memes or anything. It's just South Park clips at this point.
Yeah.
So,
that's valid. Then.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even because I don't engage with the stupid shit. Like,
yeah.
I mean, have you seen, the guy Santa Cruz Medicinals?
Yeah, of course.
Now, I used to like him a lot, but then over the years, he's just gotten too, like, annoying for me. Like in terms of like, I feel like he doesn't. Have you seen the stuff where he's like he'll offer someone like $100 to quit smoking
Yes,
cigarettes?
I have actually.
Now I saw that where he tried doing that in New York
with McDonald's, right? At McDonald's?
No, he tries offering to some like dude working in Midtown $100 to quit smoking cigarettes, and I'm like, dude, $100 in New York, that's like lunch, bro.
Yeah,
you know, maybe not lunch, but that's dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Like that's gonna last you. Yeah, it's gonna last you less than a day,
bro. Life costs like $100 a day in this goddamn city. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
it's fucked.
Ugh.
I mean,
anyways, I kind of want to backtrack to the whole chop smoking situation.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. We got off track there.
So now, the thing is, you got me thinking about in my college experience in my junior year, me and my roommate Ian.
Yeah.
We had this big phase where we would buy like ounces of weed every week, and we would smoke a whole ounce.
Yeah.
And now the whole reason why we were smoking so much was because we lived in this basement apartment that was dark. It was disgusting. And, you know, when you were talking about chops, you kind of had me like fantasizing about that phase of my life.
Yeah.
Where, you know, I would smoke like 5 blunts, 6 blunts a day with my roommate. Sometimes we got into like the double digits. I'm not even
That's
joking.
Crazy, really?
Yes. Like
I mean, that's lit. That's honestly lit.
Nah, I mean, it was horrible. Like, it felt like shit all the time, but like, you know, we were doing it. And then the other thing too is I'll look at pictures of myself back then, bro. I was lifting weights so hard at the time and like, eating so much protein and shit. I was fucking jacked as fuck.
That's awesome.
Which is like, nah, I mean, it was lit, but I always look back on that and I was like, how the fuck was I like maintaining that lifestyle?
I mean, that's the way you have to do it, though. I think. I mean, that's how I mean, I love.
What, you go to the gym?
Yeah, I do actually. I went yesterday and I went hard. I really enjoyed it. I had a good time. I used to go really consistently, and I stopped. And yesterday was sort of like one of the first days back.
Where do you work out?
YMCA in Chinatown. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It's the spot. It's the spot. It's the only gym I'll ever go to.
The YMCA in Chinatown?
Yeah. It's fire. It's where I grew up going. And
nice.
I'm not gonna change up on it. But yeah, no, I mean, I think it's I kind of take pride in like being a person who's physically active and physically hardworking, but is also, I'll smoke 8 blunts a day if I'm given the opportunity. I mean, probably not 8, but
you should quit weed while you still can, bro.
You think so?
I don't think it's good for you. I mean, I smoked a lot, but you just gotta.
No, yeah.
Because
I plan on quitting.
It is addictive.
Like when I get older. Yeah. I mean,
I stopped.
Yeah. When I get older, I think I'm gonna probably. But for right now, I don't think I'll have much of a problem quitting. Maybe I will. I don't know.
It's low key. It's not that hard, but you're gonna have like. I'm sure you've heard this before. You just have like the craziest dreams. Like I still have like the most.
Yeah.
Wild, absurd dreams ever.
Yeah. Because
of
quitting or because of smoking?
Just because of like no weed, I guess. Man, because I think it like messes with your dreams when you smoke it all the time. You know what I mean?
Shit. Yeah, I mean, I'd be having crazy dreams either way, so.
Well, get ready for like triple crazy, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like
I don't know, yeah. I mean, I think going to the gym and being a massive stoner is a lot better than being like a fat ass gamer and being a massive stoner.
I agree. If you're just like a fat ass.
I think it's funny when they're like when you're like when you're shredded and you're like physically active, but you're also a stoner. Like I think that's actually funny, and it's.
No, I agree.
It's socially acceptable, or societally acceptable, but yeah, I know some people who are just fried, and it's just like. Yeah, that just pisses me off. It just makes me mad, actually. It just makes me angry because it's like humans. I don't know. I'm not all too religious or anything, but I do definitely believe that like the universe or God created humans, not to be, we have bodies that are, capable of being in excellent shape and capable of achieving so much. Same with the mind, body and your mind. Like, I think it should be maximized, and it shouldn't be gone to waste. It's not what we were intended to be created for. So it's just disrespectful, I think, not to yourself, but to just nature and the universe, to just be, to be on this earth, because it's like humans all shit on the earth every day.
So you're saying just don't be fat, basically.
Essentially, but don't be lazy, don't be fried. Like, I know kids who will post up at Tompkins and just bum around all day, every day, and that's just their life. But it's just I mean, that's what people will do that, but it's just the kids,
That's not everyone, bro. That's just like these idiots.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many fucking idiots who grew up in New York City. There's even tons of kids like that at my private school, and it's like they do that because they think they're cool.
Oh, yeah.
They think just like
dude, I know mad York kids who just post up there. Yeah, it's like
what are you, bro? Like, what are you doing, dude? Like, you have. First of all, if you go to like York Prep and like your vibe is just hanging out at Tompkins Square Park, like, what are you doing, dude? Like,
yeah. Well, it's funny. All the kids I know who do that are like, they come from pretty
rich families,
yes,
right?
Bro.
And they're doing that. Yeah. They're trying to act like hood.
And it's and it's just, I don't know. I mean,
like, you're worth so much. Like, you could just do so much more than that. Or it's like, why are you just trying to hang around these sketchy people, do these sketchy things?
And it's just so. Yeah, I mean, just. If you can't see the issue with that, if you can't see how, like, how I think what's even worse is kids who do that and they don't see a problem with it and they don't have any intention to change their lifestyles at any time, because it's just like you're put on this earth. Doing? You're put on this earth, given the opportunity to like live and have a life, and to have, if you're from New York and you're from a privileged family, that's one of the most rare, that's like insanely rare to naturally have, and it's something I think about every day, and yeah, to just like be like, to just fucking shit on that, and to just like contribute nothing.
You could be born in India, bro.
Exactly.
I'm sure you've heard that.
I've heard that many times. Yeah. Exactly, dude. Exactly.
But instead, you're born into a well-off family in New York.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, and these kids, they don't even really see anything wrong with it, which is, I think, what pisses me off the most. It's just, I don't know. I think a lot of people need to check themselves and evaluate themselves and think about things in the greater scheme of life and how things operate.
What do you want your legacy to be?
Fuck, that's a hard-hitting question, man. I think I want my legacy. I mean, dude, I don't know. The thing is, I don't really know, because I have big dreams and then I also have really small dreams, and I think.
So what's one of the small dreams?
One of the small dreams would be to, like, have a job that makes me happy. It could be like an extremely low-profile job. It could be nothing. It could be just something simple, or it could be something where you Google my name and nothing would come up, which is something that I would love to have in a way. And then there's the polar opposite, where it's like I could be well known for something and well respected and known, and I think that would be sick too. But I'd be perfectly content with being able to just keep skating and make money and have friends that I can have a good time with, and have maybe a family eventually, or a partner, girlfriend or wife, and that. I think I'd be perfectly content with that, and having an impact on the people who were in my life, no matter if it's a small amount of people, or people like, or if you're, if it's just a few people, that's fine with me. I think if I loved all of them, and if I made an impact in their, I think that's enough. That's like great. Like, that's a life well lived, But then again, there's the polar opposite, where my idols are like Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt, and
legends,
and all those, bro. And it's like, I want to be like that.
It's like I want to be 25-year-old wives that like.
I don't know about that part, but I look at him and like his early shit, and I'm like, dude, this guy is such a G. Like,
oh yeah.
He's cool as fuck, and everyone loves him. I mean, back then, a lot of people loved him, and just like all those like cool dudes. And
I got the same birthday as Leonardo DiCaprio.
You really? Yeah, that's what, November
11th. Baby.
Yeah, November 11th. I was about to say, yeah.
Yo, dude, I gotta pee. So could you like pause the recording or whatever?
Yeah. I'm gonna pee
Oh, man.
All right, are we back? Yeah. All right, we are back on track.
Right, yeah.
Oh, that was a life-changing pee, man. All right, so we were talking about Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah. We were talking about him and dreams,
and
legacies. Yeah, because I mean, dude, I don't know. Like, part of me wants to be like a legend sometimes, and I would love to be a legend, but then I also kind of fact check I have reality check, and I'm like, all right, I don't really know how plausible this is, but then again, you never know,
bro. You just don't live realistically, man. If I was realistic, I would not be where I'm at right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
absolutely
saying?
Absolutely.
You gotta think stupid. You just gotta be I'm gonna say a word I shouldn't say, but you gotta be retarded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate that I had to be scared to say that, but you know what? Yeah, you just gotta be retarded.
Yeah, I don't think you should be scared to say that.
Facts.
I don't think there's nothing to lose from saying that.
Agreed. I mean, I've already said so much fucked up shit in this video that's going on my YouTube channel.
I think any viewer would gather that that's not something we have any hesitation to say in any other situation, for context. And I'll keep it real all day,
Type shit.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Because I think, yeah.
What's like the thing that you're most ashamed that you've done in your life?
Oh, man, dude, I don't know.
That you're comfortable saying on camera and being recorded.
Shit. Most ashamed. I mean, that goes deep because I feel like there's like, all right, there's times where I've been out of line and whatnot, and then there's times where it's like there's one thing that led to another. There's like it could be something that's like that goes deep or something that's like kind of surface level. I don't know, man. That's dude, I don't even know if I have an answer for that right now. I mean, there are definitely things that come to mind that I just like I definitely am not trying to share, but
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
But
yeah, same here.
I mean,
not share till like many episodes deep.
yeah. Ashamed of, dude. I don't know. Might have to come back to me on that one.
Okay. Well, let me ask chat for what we could talk about now.
All right. Yeah. Do that.
Because we got like 20 minutes or 10 minutes left.
Something like that.
Yeah. Got about 20 minutes.
Beautiful. All right. Where do you see yourself a year from now?
Fuck, dude. Okay, a year from now, I mean, all right, realistically, in college, my parents both want me to transfer, or
You better go back to college, bro.
yeah, yeah. That's the goal. I'm probably gonna be in college, unless I somehow make it big or do well for myself in some other way.
You can't be working no minimum wage
I'm not.
bakery
Yeah,
jobs at the
fuck
Corona
no.
place.
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. So probably in college, but if I'm lucky, things will have worked out for me in some way. If it's not college, and I don't know. I mean, I'd like to wherever I am, or whatever I'm doing in a year. The one thing that I would definitely want to be different is where I am, like location wise. Like I definitely just want to be somewhere else. I'm not really trying to be here in New York for much longer at all, and I might not be because I might be moving to Los Angeles. Hopefully, if I can make that work. But yeah, I don't know. Somewhere different. That's where I want to be in a year. Otherwise, I don't really know. I'll probably be at school. If not, I have no idea what I'll be doing. But yeah, you never know.
I feel you, bro. Part of why I wanted you to be on this podcast was because I feel like we're both in such transitional moments in our lives. Like I just finished college.
Yeah.
I'm about to be on a big tour with the band.
That's awesome, man. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, holy shit, like I feel like I'm figuring shit out. You know what I mean? And you're an even more pivotal moment because you just left your first college. You're looking to go to another college.
I mean, I'm looking to go to another college, but I honestly am not all that intrigued by the idea of going back to school. But I just don't know what else I would do.
You have to, bro.
Yeah,
like,
no,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I know, unless you could literally find a way to make it work in the next in the next year. You know, like maybe you make a song, it gets big or some shit like that. Like you're fucked. You know what I mean? Like And I know you probably hear like, oh, you don't need to go to college all the time from like people on social media and stuff. But like the whole good thing about college is that it gives you time to, I guess, figure shit out, and it gives you time. It gives you an excuse to just like also. I'm gonna sound bad when I say this. It gives you an excuse to just like be a bum.
No, absolutely.
Smoke some weed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Meet hot chicks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm definitely. Yeah, that does sound pretty nice. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's valid, bro. I miss college all the time. I miss it.
Yeah.
Bro, I miss it all the time. I miss it, man.
Oh, you can't go back now, but that doesn't mean that life can't be fun going forward.
Obviously, I know. Or I could go back. I could get like my MBA or my master's or some bullshit like that. But I don't really want.
It's not gonna be the same though. You know what it's like already. You can't really.
Plus,
can't be there forever, man. You got to keep going.
At that point, if I'm gonna be getting my MBA, all the people I'm gonna be around, I'm gonna be like Sherm heads.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah. Sherm heads indeed. Yeah. I mean, I guess. You asked me what I want my legacy to be and where I think I might be in a year from now, but what about you? Because I mean, you're moving different right now, so
I may be moving different.
Yeah, you're doing a lot. You're like, cause like, dude, I mean, I fuck with all the stuff you're doing right now, but it's definitely no surprise to me because I mean I've known you for a while, but I mean. I definitely for a while knew you as like the guitar dude, and now you're doing food reviews, but I always knew you had that side that you were like, I followed you on TikTok and whatnot, and I seen it's nothing new necessarily, but you are taking it more seriously nowadays.
Well,
right?
yeah, well, it's more just like, all right, I'm at home, my mom doesn't really like it. When I cook because she doesn't like the messes or like it's not that I even make a big mess, but she's in her head she thinks like me cooking is like destroying the kitchen and shit. So I have to feed myself. So what else am I gonna do? Like I might as well buy food at restaurants.
Yeah.
With my lifestyle, considering I'm technically self-employed.
Yeah.
If I film it and eat it and review it, it's a tax write-off for the IRS, so that way it's tax deductible, and me eating it's not taxable.
Shit.
So it's just like a hack. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Honestly, I don't even need to film, but I could still write it off.
But what is it? But that's not why you're doing all of it, though, right? I mean,
no, I mean I do it because I like eating. You know,
Yeah.
You know, like
But what are you trying to? Do you have like any ideas of what you want your legacy to be, like long run, or would you say you're just still like trying to figure it out?
Well,
like
I'm doing lots of shit right now.
Yeah.
So obviously I'm in the band.
Yeah.
That's doing good.
Yeah.
Today I uploaded my first song that's just by me. You know
Really?
what I mean? I uploaded it to DistroKid. Yeah, with me singing.
Really?
You know,
Wow.
yeah.
Shit.
I made a music video and all. I've actually put a lot of money
Wait,
into
really?
it. Yeah.
When's the music video dropping?
The 17th, so like in like
Wow.
9 days.
You have the video on your, like, can you show me today? Here.
I'll show it to you after this.
Bet,
Yeah, bro. So that's gonna come out. You know, I always wanted to start like a podcast, like some like Theo Von type shit.
Yeah,
so
that's dope. And I could see that being like I could see you being right in that bloodline of podcasters, you know. And
so you get what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm doing. My
Yeah.
whole goal is like I'm throwing darts at the board, seeing what
that's dope,
sticks.
dude. Yeah.
And with the food, like the food reviews, I'm never gonna stop doing that just because I just think that's funny and it's fun.
It's dope.
And I love trashing on restaurants where they serve me shit and they overcharge shit.
I have a lot of respect for that. That's awesome.
And music, like I'm always gonna do that. But honestly, like the reason why I'm kind of delving into different routes is because, like, I feel like a lot of the passion that I had for music has kind of left me in a way.
I get that, dude.
Because it's a job.
Yeah.
You know, I got my degree in music, bro. It's like it's it's gotten annoying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and on top of that, I don't know. It's like it's just annoying, and you know what I mean. It's like it could be kind of disheartening to, you know. And I'm in a very good position in the whole music scene, all that shit. Like, I never would have thought I'd be where I am right now.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty crazy. Yeah,
but
that's awesome.
Like, dude, like I played guitar on music with more than 100 million streams. You know what I'm saying?
It's wild.
Like, I'm just like
so you're already like chilling pretty hard. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I
still want more though.
I need to make my own empire.
Yeah,
and that's really what I want my legacy to be. Is I want to have my own empire, my own brand. I don't want to rely on the singer of my band. I don't want to rely on anybody. Like, obviously I'm gonna continue these relationships and continue working with people, because at the end of the day everything is a collaboration, whether you like it or not.
Yeah,
but I'm really just trying to like get my own brand across. And I guess my own brand is that I'm a real person. I like to eat food. I like to talk shit.
Yeah, I
like to, you know, I like playing guitar. I like fucking working out.
Yeah,
you know what
traveling.
I mean? Yeah, traveling. Like,
you're not.
I'm not just a guitar dude, bro.
No, yeah, and you're not filtered either, though. Like, you definitely got a sense of being unfiltered, not to an insane degree, but you know, more so than some people are daring to do, probably.
Because other people are retarded, bro.
Yeah. Without a doubt,
I hate it, bro. I hate it
too.
Bro.
And I think a lot of people hate it, but they're just, you know, worried about admitting it, probably. You know?
Facts.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So, what's your daily life like right now, man? It's a ChatGPT question.
My daily life right now, I mean, dude, I don't even really know.
What is it? Because I remember I was calling you this morning to get confirmation that you were coming.
Yeah.
And you didn't answer, then you're like, dude, I just woke up and it was like 1 p.m.
Yeah. I mean, that'll tell you all you need to know, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, trying to get a job. Yeah, it's not really working out for me very well, unfortunately. So don't really have too much responsibility at the moment. I should really start taking the college application thing more seriously.
Bro, why? Yeah, facts. Tomorrow, bro, fucking get on that shit.
Yeah. I mean, I want to.
ChatGPT gang. It can't be that hard.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm still really trying to figure shit out.
Just go to Berkeley.
I could go to Berkeley, but I think my parents know that I don't like really want to like get a degree in music, and I don't think they'd really want me to go there. And I don't think I'm gonna go there. I think
So what do you want to do, bro, with your life? Do you want to be a lawyer? You want to
Nah.
be a doctor? You want to be a
No.
businessman? You want to be a skateboarder? Because if
Yeah.
you want to be a skateboarder, I'll tell you what, you got to turn the skateboarding into a business.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
You got to think like businessy. Like the whole music thing, it's just business. You know?
Yeah,
I
agree.
Like I've been thinking like, okay, with my whole situation in my life, it's like, okay, I have this degree in music, but you know, I've built a fair amount of capital over the past couple of years, and I'm thinking like a businessman. Like, what the fuck do I want to do? Like,
Yeah.
I've been looking at starting my own venue. I've been looking into like real estate. I've been investing into stocks and all this shit. So it's like, you know, you got to think like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, man. I haven't really been thinking like that, to be honest.
You could be a skateboarder and fucking I don't know. Ask chat, bro. I'm relying on
That's
on
okay.
the chat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, you know, you could do something sick with skateboarding.
That's what I want to do, man. I mean, yeah, because I'm not trying to be pro or anything, but skating is one of the things that I love like the most in life, and I love the culture, I love the history, I love what it stands for and represents, or you know, certain, you know, like street skating at least.
Do you like Tony Hawk?
Not really. I'm
What's
more.
wrong with him?
He's like a ramp guy, and he's like real mainstream, and he's cool. But I'm more into like 90s. I'd say 90s, 2000s, like East Coast skating, creative shit, where it's just like flowing through the streets. You know, you skateboarders skating stuff that, you know, you never would think someone would skateboard on.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Would you never skateboard again for $10 million?
Well, okay, here's the thing. So I'm not like insane at skating or anything. I love it, and I like it a lot, but I'm not like, I have some friends who are like ridiculously good, and I have a lot of envy for them. So I mean, $10 million is $10 million. Like if I was really, really insanely good at skating, I'd be like, I don't think I'd ever want to give that up for anything. But I mean, maybe. But then again, it still brings me a lot of happiness. And I mean, I would say if it was in, like, it depends on the place, because right now, even being in New York, just like one of the skateboarding capitals of the world, I haven't even really skated that much since I've been back, because it's like most of my friends that I like used to skate with just don't really skate anymore, or I'm not really homies with them. And I have friends who do skate, but I don't really like skating where they like skating, or they're just hitting stuff, going to spots that I like just can't hit. So, because it's just like crazy shit. And so depends on the place, but in LA, like, skating there for me is so fucking fun. I love skating there, and I would if I couldn't skate in LA, then that would suck. So it's dependent.
So would you take the 10 million?
I don't know. That's a hard question.
Magic
dude.
Genie
Fuck.
came there with 10 million
10 million, but I couldn't
after
skate
taxes.
again.
So in reality, they're giving you.
Bro,
like
I don't think,
20 mil.
honestly, I don't think so, because part of the reason why I want to travel to so many places is so I can skate there. So I'd have the money to travel, then I'd be there, and it'd be sick.
I mean, you could ride your bike.
That's true. That is true.
Or
I
a
mean,
scooter.
there's other
You just
stuff.
can't get on a skate.
Nah, but skating's different though, because it's like you do tricks and shit, and you hit the street, you turn the streets into a skate park, and it's sick. It's like crazy. And one of my big dreams is to like go to Europe and go to Paris and skate, go to Sweden and skate, go to South America and skate. You know, that's what those are my real dreams probably. And if I couldn't do that, I'd be pretty sad. So,
all right. I see what you're saying.
yeah, but I mean, I could do a lot else with $10 million, I guess. But what would it really accomplish? You know, for my
10
for
million.
my help, for my own sense of purpose and happiness. You know, if I mean, because I could play guitar and I love playing guitar.
You could put it into bonds, and then you get $400K a year. Just
But
to
I
live off
couldn't
of.
skate though. That would suck. So what would I be doing? I mean, because I could do other stuff with all that money, but it's like, would it bring me the same happiness that I get when I'm at the skate park in LA? You know. I don't know.
No, but yeah, but you know whatever. All right, That was just a theoretical.
No, yeah.
I wish a genie's honestly.
I mean, if a genie actually pulled up with 10 million, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know how I would act in that situation. So.
Okay, what if a genie was like, "Here's 10 million to never smoke weed again"?
That would, in a heart. Actually, that's a good.
And if you smoke weed, then the 10 million is just evaporated from your bank account.
What if I spend? I feel like
if you spend the 10 million and then you hit the weed, then you're in debt 10 million.
Oh shit! Damn. Okay. I mean, I would do that. I would probably do that. I think I would do that, but then again, it brings like downsides because, like, I would, dude. I mean, like, I could travel with the money, and then I could skate, and that would be sick. But if I can't smoke on like one of the most beautiful beaches in the world,
K2.
I mean, I don't know about that though. What even K2? That's like the fucking.
It's not good. I would.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
You probably
cut that part out. Yeah, I probably have. I probably have. Yeah. What would you? I mean, you pretty much quit smoking at this point, right? So that'd be like a no-brainer for you, right?
Yeah. I mean, by quit, I haven't smoked in like 10 days.
I mean, bro, that 10 days could turn into 100 days, and that could turn into 10 years. But I mean, yeah, with 10 million to quit weed, I think that
I would take it.
I would probably take that. Yeah. I mean, could you do edibles? Or,
no, THC at all.
Oh, okay.
It's not that great. I mean,
yeah, it's not that great.
Yeah,
it just adds. It can amplify things, I guess. I don't know. Like I smoked on some beaches in Australia. That was pretty nice. That was pretty sick.
Wow.
Yeah, that was cool.
Wow. When was the first time you were in love?
Dude, I honestly don't think I've really fully ever been in love, honestly. I think there were times when I was younger and I thought I'd been in love, but looking back, I was like, all right, nah, not at all. So I honestly don't think I've been in love before.
How do you stay disciplined without school and structure?
I don't really, but I try to like work out and be outside a lot and not just be lazy. I mean, I don't know. I end up waking up late all the time and getting out of bed super late, and that's not a good hobby or a good way of living. But I think I don't know. I love being outside, and I'm pretty good at being disciplined in general. So when I do have structure in my life, like it's not hard for me to really get used to usually. But yeah, it's definitely a challenge when there's no structure right now. It's really fucking hard, honestly.
I feel you.
Yeah. It sucks. It really sucks, yeah. But it's not forever.
Nothing is forever, man.
Nothing.
Take it from an old head like me.
Yeah.
You never know what's gonna happen. I mean, I'm not unk.
Nah,
yet,
but you're pre-unk. Unk pre. Unk light.
I feel like unk status kind of starts when you're like.
When you're in your 30s. You gotta be, I think.
I was gonna say like post 26.
Yeah.
Then you kind of.
Yeah. Now you're on. Yeah, you'll be unk eventually. You'll be unk when you're like 27. But I feel like people could already call you unk just because you're like you're bossed up, like you're like that to some people. You're like mentally you could be unk, or like you could give unk vibes without being unk age, I guess.
Yeah.
But you're not unk yet. You're definitely not unk yet.
Yeah. It'll be a while till I'm true.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we're out of time, yeah.
Yeah, we're just about out of time.
Let's go.
This clock's a little behind.
Thank God.
Yeah. Do you guys want to wrap it up? Or
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for joining the.
Yeah, my pleasure, man.
Yeah. Thank you for being the first guest.
Yeah. Of course. Thanks for having me.
To whoever views this, thank you for watching and listening. Yeah, come again for the next episode. It'll drop probably the week after this. I'm just gonna throw a bunch of money at the podcast, see what happens. Fuck it.
That's sick.
Yeah, fuck it. We're just vibing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
See you guys next week. Signing out.